Hi lovelies, and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda's channel. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for all the love and support. To those people that share my videos and leave commentaries and also educate you guys are the real MVP. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Alright lovelies, let's dive in today's video.
So lovelies, I came across this trending video on my For You page on TikTok, and I thought to share with you guys where President Donald Trump was seen talking about how immigrants are coming over to take black jobs, and a lot of people was like, what is black job? And this actually got a lot of people reacting to it, and I was able to put up some of those stitches. I'm just gonna roll a clip as well as some of the stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. Alright lovelies, let's dive into it.
People that he's allowed to come in through the border. They're taking black jobs now, and it could be 18, it could be 19, and even 20 million people. They're taking black jobs, and they're taking Hispanic jobs.
Black jobs? Black jobs? The black folks that I know are judges, lawyers, paralegals, doctors, nurses. They are business owners. They are, business managers. I don't see any undocumented individuals coming in and saying, hey, I'm going to, I'll be the judge for today, or I'm going to be operating on this person because, I just crossed the border and I don't know how to do anything, but I'm going to take them jobs. What kind of jobs you talking about, Donald?
There was no inflation.
Here's when Donald Trump is a racist motherfucker. Okay? Donald Trump sees black people as your servants, right? Your fast food workers, right? Donald Trump sees black people as your doormans, your mechanics, right? Your janitors, right? That's how Donald Trump sees black people. He does not see black people as your, let's go with your CEOs, your VPs, right? Your professors, your attorneys. He does not see you in those high-powered positions. He sees black people in lower economic fields. So when he says the migrants who are coming into this country are taking black jobs, that's what he's talking about. That's what he's talking about. The lower black. When he goes to McDonald's, he sees the black people working the drive-through. Remember when he came here at the Chick-fil-A and he walked in and there's all of these black girls at the cashiers? That's what he sees. When he goes in and out of Trump Tower, he sees the black people collecting the trash, right? That's what Donald Trump sees. So, yeah, the migrants coming into the country, they're taking those jobs. When we all know that for a lot of the migrants who come into this country, they work under the table jobs. They are our vegetable pickers, our construction workers, because they can work around a lot of the legalities. They can do a lot of under the table work. They can do a lot of the side jobs, right? And that's not to diminish who they are as individuals. The fact is that they are here illegally. So they can't legally get jobs through major corporations. They can't. So when Donald Trump says they're taking black jobs, he's talking about those types of jobs. He doesn't see us as teachers, as professors. He doesn't see us in those higher paying jobs. Y'all get me? Y'all understand what I'm saying? That's my breakdown of racist ass Donald Trump's comment about taking black jobs. I don't care what you MAGA nuts say, that I'm taking his words out of context, that I'm lying.
Everybody's seen clips of the debate, or you've been seeing the jokes about black jobs and the Mexicans who take them. And a lot of creators have come together and created lists of black jobs because a lot of us had no idea what black jobs were. But of all the lists, and they were creative, that I saw, there was one black job that was in high demand and has very low fulfillment as far as positions. And if you want to know, grab a pen right now. I'll wait. You got your pen? All right, great. Battery replacer for smoke detectors. High demand. I'm telling you. There are so many beeps going on right now. And it pays well. If you need any more black jobs, just let me know. I will think of some more. Have a good day.
After the presidential debate, some people are wondering what black jobs mean, and I'm here to give you some examples. There's the barbecuist, that's at the top of the list. There's the girl at the cookout who says, "That's my song," when her song comes on. There's the party DJ that's needed at every function. There's the Black Panther, the superhero, not the activist. There's the Black Panther, the activist, not the superhero. There's the person who yells at the screen when someone's not supposed to go in there. And the first person to leave when something goes down so everybody else knows to get up out of there. There's also writer, director, astrophysicist, inventor, and school teacher, just to name a few. And the person who uses humor to point out the racism in our flawed and outdated system. The last black job I'll mention is the job of continuing to make America great. People have been asking for more examples of black jobs, so here you go. Barbers who are always late because they're on CPT. The same thing goes for hairdressers. Anything that involves black hair is like playing the Hunger Games. Spades players, and as a follow-up, spades players who get mad at you for not knowing how to play spades. Vocalists who do so many runs that the song is twice as long as the original version. Dancers who create viral TikToks only for them to be stolen because history repeats itself. Other black jobs include mermaids, Jedis, dragon riders, elves, superheroes, and chief engineer of the U.S. Enterprise, doing line dances and making up variations of those line dances. Taking what little we are given and moving the culture, that is what we do. Here are some jobs we don't want anymore. We don't want to be tokens, we don't want to be the only black people anywhere, and we don't want to be the first people to die in movies. That's over. This has been a Virgo Blade production. Favorite and follow for more content like this.
I wanted to come on to apologize for my egregious behavior. It appears that I have committed a very heinous crime. It was not until yesterday at around 9:45, 10 p.m. where I was alerted by the 45th President of the United States that I am stealing white jobs. I apologize for stealing white jobs. I never really thought of the implications that accepting a role within the financial services industry or working at an investment bank as a black person would cause. If anyone can please provide me opportunities on LinkedIn or on here that would be of service or equivalent or beneficial to not harming white jobs. If anyone can help me find a black job, I'll be more than happy to accept the offer with equal compensation, of course, if that's possible, benefit opportunities, as well as opportunities for growth. If someone could really help me understand, what sectors I could find these black jobs, that would be really great, as I feel terrible. I just truly want to apologize once again for stealing white jobs, and to be quite frank, didn't know black jobs existed until about 24 hours ago. So You learn something new every day. And may God bless our troops.
Real things that actually happened in the debate last night. Black jobs. Migrants are taking black jobs, and until I walk through Maria Hernandez Park and see a candy lady also selling Malcolm X t-shirts, I'm going to go ahead and say that black jobs are safe. They asked the candidates about their health and their age, and Trump was like, I can hit a ball real far. Biden, he can't hit a ball. He can't hit a ball 2 feet. And Biden was like, 6'4", 230 cap. That man is fat. Look at him. And I was like, what? How did we get here? During a question about black voters, they somehow both got on the topic of police. And Biden was like, we're getting more police. And Trump was like, Biden wants no police. I've got more police. We've hired a certain dog. We hired a certain dog. A certain dog. They asked Biden about Israel and Palestine. I'm pretty sure they phrased it as like, what do you plan to do to stop the Israel-Hamas war and end the humanitarian crisis in Gaza? And Biden was like, I have a ceasefire deal. Hamas just won't take it. Israel wants peace. And then Trump did something that made my brain flip for like half a second, because he was like, Israel doesn't want peace. They want war. And you have to understand that I shit you not, I bet you if you actually looked at the statistics, at least 90% of what Trump was saying were just outright lies. So it was weird to hear him say something true for once. But he was like, they want war. Israel wants war. And with me, we'd wipe them off the face of the earth. No more Palestine. And the war would be over. And I was like, oh, okay, all right. Yeah, the one time you told the truth is to say that you would fucking blow this place off the face of the map. Yeah, all right, great. A quick shout out to the CNN moderation team. Thank you for giving us nothing. Don't question them. Don't fact. I mean, even the mute mic feature was nice, but just thank you for asking them questions and then just letting them cook and ignore your question. Biden's old. That man is worse for wear. He looks withered. I went back afterwards and I watched the 2020 debates just to make sure I wasn't tweaking. And boy, oh boy, does he look ready for the Lord's call nowadays. Reportedly he had a cold, not COVID, but he just was feeling under the weather, which is why he was so whispery. But it didn't look great. I feel like anybody with more energy would have absolutely cooked Trump on that stage. I can't specifically explain it, but while watching it, I was like, he really doesn't have anything, especially now that he's already been president and he's like a felon. He's still trying to cling to his like classics. And they've aged terribly. There's this bar in Shreveport, Louisiana called Round Bar. It's a bar that spins and they have a bunch of beers on tap. And I used to joke and call it the place where Greek life goes to die, because it felt like when you were in there, people who were 10, 20 years out of college and were still trying to relive that feeling of like fraternity, sorority parties were there. In 2016, 8 years ago, when there was only mystery about what a Trump presidency would look like, I think his rhetoric hit harder. He was just saying things and people were like, yeah, fuck it, make Mexico pay for it. But now it feels absurd and ridiculous. It felt bad. It felt like the only way you could have really been rocking with Trump in this moment, if you are still like so far into Trumpville that you were like in the delusion cart. But it feels like there's no way that the average Republican saw that and was like, yeah, I feel confident. In fact, I just feel as if anyone who isn't so deep in their delusion probably just felt this was a bad look for us as a country. Trump tried to claim that Charlottesville never happened. Like the Tiki Torch guys, he said it was debunked. He was just saying things. He was just saying things that were objectively untrue. And Biden looked like one harsh breeze would end it. Like one too hard of a sneeze would call him back. Like if you just walked up to him and showed him an unedited photo zoomed in of Timothy Chalamet's face, that it might shock him into heaven. And what's nuts about it was that he was actually saying the truth. Biden was giving a lot of true answers. They asked him about like, how did he feel about like what he's done for black voters and whether or not if they've lost confidence in him. And he's like, I get it. I understand if you have. And I was like, oh, all right. Like, not an answer of confidence, but the truth. He wasn't even like stuttering all that much. He was getting clear and coherent thoughts through. He just looked withered. It felt like every word was a struggle. This doesn't feel good. None of that debate felt good. I don't think it's ultimately going to have an effect, like a giant effect on the election. But I think that if you are just like a not delusional Democrat, you were like, oh yeah, he's too old for this. If you're a not delusional Republican, you were probably like, God, fuck, this guy doesn't have it together. And if you were undecided, this probably pushed you into not voting. It wasn't great. It wasn't great.
So Google is not as good as it used to be, and I want to clarify some things and give you some context. For those of you who watched the debates, or if you didn't watch the debates and now you're watching all the commentary and you hear all these people talking about black jobs, and he says now they're taking black jobs, and this is something that, Trump said. What does that mean? What is a black job? Now, the people who are saying what is a black job understand there's context, there's something underlying, there's something that's not being said explicitly, but a message that's being sent. So I'm going to break it down. Here is what we hear when we say, what do you mean by black jobs? Because when he says black jobs and they're taking them, what he means is that low income, low wage, high labor operations, entry level jobs without benefits. That's what he sees black people as doing. That's what he sees as their function. Why does he think that black people deserve to be in the jobs that have the least skill and least pay? Because this is a legacy of Jim Crow, where black people were kept out of higher wage managerial positions. And because he's saying that, he believes that black people should not be in managerial positions. And that's just the Jim Crow area. If we go further back on up, we're talking about slavery. Black people were enslaved. They did the jobs we didn't want to do. When they got out of slavery, we made sure they had low education, and now they no longer they were not going to be in positions above you. If you elect me, I'm going to make sure that, you black people can have the crumbs that we allow you to have. And he reassures also his base that I'm going to make sure that they know those people will not be above you. So that is the context that is going on. If you want to learn more, I know it's a lot harder to do your own research. There's a very good book that you can pick up by Isabella Wilkerson called Caste. And it goes into the caste system that exists in America, and very cogently details all the different ways that black people are kept out of positions of power, economic advancement, academic advancement. There's your
Guys, seriously, lovelies, when I tell you that there's people know exactly what they are doing, they know exactly what they are doing, and the way they have, structured the economy to actually favor the people that they think that is on top, and not favor the people that they think that is under. And they have actually maintained this. They have, try as much as they can to maintain this leverage, like to actually keep it the way it is. And this man have told, that when he's, in the office, he's gonna make sure that the system which they have created that don't favor, black people will still remain the way it is. Like, he's talking about immigrants coming over or migrating to take away black jobs. That means these people knowingly have kept a particular kind of job for black people, like the low profile jobs is meant for black people, and they have sworn to actually maintain it this way. And we got may have it, he was just here, saying, and I think he never knew when this actually spilled out from his mouth. I think he's actually regretting saying this. Like, that means these people know exactly what they are doing. They know exactly how to keep, black people in control, how to monitor them, for them not to get to a certain level in life. Like, Oh my goodness. And we are talking about, race not being into existence till 2024. This is just the example. This is what we are talking about. This is it. So there is a specific job, a low profile job, which is meant for black people. Like when you go for an interview of any high ranked job, you are automatically disqualified as a black person, because this position is not meant for your kind of caliber, because this position is not meant for your type. So even without going for the, like, even before the interview, you're already disqualified being a black person. It's making sense now. I hope people are beginning to see what is happening. So for you to get a particular job, if it's a job, a linear job like like plumber, mechanic and all of that, oh my god, you are qualified as a black person. But if it's a high profile job, you will need to go under screening upon screening upon screen. Is this the reason why they keep on trying to frustrate any black person that it sees that is in a certain position? They see it as, oh, you are in this position, you are not meant to be in this position. Like they want to make everything possible for you not to either go higher. They just make you remain in a certain position without even trying to, like, oh my goodness, this is just making sense. Is this the reason why this incident with cricket and the bushed body, or whatever she called herself, if you could remember this thing that was trending about the cricket and the black bleached body of a woman, they were just in a conference. She happens to be the only black lady, and she was coming for her look. She left what actually brought them to the said conference and was coming for her look, her eyelashes and all. We was making comment over her eyelashes, and people are asking, what is this, a kind of jealousy or what? No, she did that because she felt she is not supposed to be in a position that she finds herself. Like, her kind of person is not supposed to be in a position of her own type of high profile person. It's making sense right now, lovelies. Like, these people know exactly what they are doing. They know what they're doing. So there is a particular job that is meant for darker skin complexion people, while there is a high profile job that is meant for a pan color person. No matter your qualification, even if you are professional in your field of study, so far you are a pan colored, you are automatically qualified. Then someone that is actually qualified, or because of the person's skin color, you are automatically disqualified. Like, seriously. And people are still arguing and trying to, like, make us understand that the system is not built on the ray and cis. This is one of the examples where we are here talking about how the system automatically is based on ray and cis. The system is based on favoring some group of race and not favoring some. People think that it's just a fallacy, or maybe black people, you people complain in lots. Please don't mind the birds that is flying over here. Seriously, this is a typical example of how oppression is taking place, of how the system has been built on the ray and cis. This is it. What are the black jobs? Like, this actually got a lot of people to start, making lists of black jobs to actually know what they meant by black job, and now it's making a lot of sense. High profile job are for pan colored, while low profile job are for black people, which happens to be the black jobs. It's as simple as that. And so no matter how you have tried, to get educated, get enlightened, get professional in your field of studies, since you are just a black person, you are automatically placed under a color that you might actually be better off. And when you actually worked yourself out, with all your stress and struggle and hard work, and you find yourself at the top as a black person, you are automatically a THREAT to the pan color that is under you. They will make sure that they make your life so miserable, especially if you're a black woman. This is why so many black women are complaining of the way they've been treated in their workspaces. This is it, because they are not happy to find you in a certain position. They see you as someone that is undeserving, someone that is not supposed to be in this position. You are supposed to be somewhere in a barbecue, or maybe sweeping, cleaning job, or hairdressing, something that is not, you're not supposed to be in any top position or in any high profile position. You are meant to be cutting grass, or go to the farm, go and work in the field. That is what immigrants are coming to take, which black people or black Americans are supposed to be doing, and immigrants are doing it. Like, seriously, how ironical. Seriously, when I saw this, I was highly disappointed. And this, anyways, lovelies, just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or arrest. We're just here for educational, informative, and historical purposes. So please share this video, subscribe to this channel if you're here to do that, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.
And if you have watched up to this extent, thank you so much for all the love and support. Why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. So please share this video, subscribe to this channel if you're here to do that, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.